After the war, Britain was a shadow of its former self. Heavily in debt, its industrial base was now being challenged by a rising America. In a desperate attempt to reclaim its glory, Britain made a fatal mistake in 1925. It put the pound back on the gold standard at its old pre-war value. This made the pound massively overvalued, crippling British exports and leading to economic stagnation. And then came the 1-2 punch that would change everything: the Great Depression and World War II. In 1931, Britain was forced off the gold standard for good. The pound's anchor to reality was cut forever. World War II finished with the First War started. Britain was forced to sell off the last of its foreign assets and borrow on a colossal scale from the US. By the end of the war, in 1945, the situation was clear. The United States had 2/3 of the world's gold and an industrial base larger than the rest of the world combined. Britain was bankrupt. This is when the official transfer of power happened. On July 4, 1944, delegates from 44 nations met at Bretton Woods, New Hampshire, to design a new financial system. The outcome was obvious. The new system would be centered on the US dollar. All other currencies would be pegged to the dollar, and the dollar alone would be convertible to gold at $35 an ounce. This was the public start of the pound's Phase 6, the loss of confidence, and its final slide into Phase 7, replacement. For the average British citizen, the consequences were devastating. Their savings were wiped out by inflation and repeated devaluations. The once mighty empire had to enforce rationing for years after the war. The standard of living collapsed relative to the booming prosperity in America.